served in Sweden. They usually drink it with, they call it death water, but it's really anise liqueur.
That's the throw up one.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are here today in beautiful downtown LA on Saturday, and we're gonna go check out disgusting food museum. The name speaks for itself, and apparently there also is a tasting bar, and we're gonna try something disgusting. I'm very nervous about going in there because my stomach's been a little weird because I had some coffee. Thanks, babe. We're here in a little sketchy area of LA, which is the art district. This is an exhibition that's been traveling around the world. It started in Sweden and now it's in LA. And let's see how it goes. Very nervous.
chew it, it takes a little longer, and you notice that. And if you want to kind of give a date to it, think of when Christopher.
Could I just see the shiny here?
How's everything? You're not even talking. What happened?
This is. It's not going to work so well dipping. Yeah, gotta scoop it right there. This one is the beer yeast extract, Vegemite. You find this in Australia all the time. As most Australians, they don't put anything to waste. So this is where, when they find it at the bottom of the barrel, always added it.
I don't think that helps.
Think of it like seaweed meets soy sauce.
I love it. It's actually really good. How is it?
Oh my god, so strong.
Oh my god, you're lying. It wasn't even that bad. Oh, I think you'll like that one. It's my favorite.
There you go. This is spruce beer.
Already like that?
This has it's made from spruce bark and pine needles. This is an American one from Rhode Island. As most of the world sees the way that we have our diet, they deal with a lot of sugar. We deal with a lot of sugars. Go overseas, this is where they start looking at us like, how can you eat that? It's disgusting. But then again, this is where we find cream soda, sarsaparilla, spruce beer. Try it.
See? It's not that bad, right? It's pretty sweet. Trips you.
It's weird. It's really weird.
So now we're going into Poland with sauerkraut. This is a cabbage juice. Think of what you put like onto your kalbasas, maybe like Polish dogs. This is pretty much what you're having. Good for pickling. Think about it like maybe with like cucumbers or pepperoncinis. There we go. I almost forgot about that.
Oh, my jaw hurts.
I loved it. Every single one. I just went like all around the world right now, like for 10 minutes.
It's durian.
My favorite.
Finally meet durian. First time ever trying to.
No worries. But again, that's the thing that we always have to just remember is how disgust is learned. Like we teach it to our kids, we teach it in our cultures, in our communities. You go somewhere else, they eat it, and it's practically normal. Come in our personal peer groups, this is where you start teaching it to each other. Or even just having it as a fight or flight scenario where you're either fighting it or you kind of, or you flee because you're seeing people's reacting to, or even just hearing the noises. This is where we react a lot.
Yeah.
Now starting going to our stinky cheeses. This is getting more on the more intense side of this. This is Gamle Ole. It is one of the world's stinkiest cheeses, aged for 3 years. As the French say, the stinkier the cheese, the better it tastes.
Right. I think that should be better.
Would you like to try it? I would suggest start from the easy side, make your way to the hard
Yeah,
end.
it is the hard side.
This is the hardest one?
But what flavors did you find? Is it? I got salty, creamy, and oily notes.
Yeah, pretty much that. I like cheese, so this is a good thing. Thank you so much.
Next one, it's sucale. This is the Italian cheese, Italian goat cheese. Now, not the one that you saw out there with the what was it, with the maggots. But this is the, this is after it's had its very first milk. So as soon as it's had its first milk, they take the stomach out of the baby goat and then they salt and put yeast into it and then let it mature. And this is where you start going into like the purist mentality, finding that perfect flavor. Think of like your German engineer trying to do the perfect sports vehicle. Your wine sommelier trying to get that perfect wine.
Inside the baby goat stomach.
This is for the perfect goat cheese. Again, this is where you start going into extremes even in food. Very strong goat cheese flavor.
Very, very a little spicy even.
Do you get that little numbness on your tongue?
I love it.
That's the stomach inside picture. Taste it.
Only apple water.
We're gonna go with a carp. This is your Greenland shark, served in Iceland. This shark is, I would say, cured for months. It's stored underground, urinated on top of to remove the toxic blood levels in it, and then put out to dry to remove all of the toxicity.
It was urinated?
Yes. Well, this was discovered by the Vikings, so I believe now they're switching more into an ammonia mixture.
Right.
But yeah, this was more of a necessity, and you still got to think about it. How many Vikings it took to figure that out?
Right.
The chapulines is the Central American, South American cricket, but you find crickets
Just
all over the world.
like
So every country
it's
has
a
their
shark
own
meat,
variations.
right?
So let's go with a supper way and go for some stinky tofu.
Right. I've never had it.
Now this is before having any sauces, or cooking it, and this is where it starts looking like this, and it's kind of like, why are we serving it beforehand? But this is so you can actually get the real flavor before manipulating. This is
back to my nature here that I've never eaten.
Beer can, and they take the oils out because Australians don't like to waste it. Think of it like it's very salty and oily. They normally put it on like toast or. I would keep it because it's going to change the flavor of everything. Alright, so now we're going into surströmming, which is your fermented herring. Hey John. Now just to kind of give you a quick smell of it first.
Why? It smells like
So right now you probably got hit by the first part of it. It gets stronger as it still lets itself air out. And this is why I'm giving it a few minutes before I give it a good wash. So just... Did it get stronger?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, it gets stronger over time too. This was opened yesterday. Normally, if you open it fresh, it does travel.
Yes, this whole room smells like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is a fermented herring. Served in Sweden. They usually drink it with, they call it death water, but it's really anise liqueur.
That's the throw up one.
Gave up. How was it?
Mom, we gotta try it.
I feel like I can't taste anything else anymore.
Well, this is where we have salty licorice. This is a delicacy for children in Sweden. They eat this all the time. Well, most Nordic cities and countries do have this as a children's candy. So what we find as our like sweet stuff and our taffy, Skittles, whatever, we're all more used to like sugar. Start going into other parts of the world, we're now going more into salt flavor. And yeah, I would just suggest pop it right in right to that one. It's gonna help.
Bite it?
You don't have to bite it. Just make sure to savor it throughout.
Never had fish.
Think of it like
you lied to?
it's like a salted dried plum, but 10 times stronger. And technically, the curator says it's not strong enough. This is the original one, but these guys are like $25 a pound, so that's why we don't serve them as often.
I was like, what? I want to try it. How was it?
Just
All right.
right in.
I need some water.
Thanks, man. You're awesome. Thank
Have
you.
a good one, you guys.
Hey guys, what's up? If you're still here watching this video and me talking about my horrible experience, you should subscribe and like this video and comment if you have gone there and then what you hated the most. I think although their tasting menu would change, but who knows, but I just could not stand the last two. Licorice, he said it was going to cleanse my palate, but nah, I spit it out the moment I had it in my mouth. It was so bad. Okay, but you know, like he said, it's very culturally influenced of what is disgusting, and many cultures eat disgusting food. We just gotta, you know, have an open mind and try everything. You don't have to. The exhibition is until February 17th, so you haven't gone already, go check it out. It's very eye-opening. But yes, the place smells the moment you step in there. Alright, have a nice day, guys. Bye! Babe, what do you want to eat now after this? It's like 6 o'clock.
Nothing.
I feel like I don't even want to eat anything anymore.
What is life?
I don't want to eat anything. My nose still smells like that disgusting fish.
I know. Everything smells disgusting.